On August 20, 2026, India and Japan signed a sweeping maritime security agreement, a landmark pact designed to redefine cooperation in the Indo-Pacific. Often, defense pacts are read strictly as military checklists, agreements to buy specialized weapons or coordinate joint fleet maneuvers in contested waters. The text of this agreement details a framework for information sharing, joint research, and technical development. It creates a strategic link between the defense of the ocean and the health of the industrial economy. A nation can attract billions in foreign investment and zone massive industrial parks, but without a robust security apparatus to protect the physical routes, that wealth remains entirely vulnerable. India relies heavily on open water to survive. Massive cargo vessels like this one act as the fragile lifelines delivering the oil, natural gas, and raw industrial materials required to power the nation. If a geopolitical dispute or blockade disrupts those maritime routes, the impact immediately moves inland. Factories starved of basic materials are forced to halt operations entirely. When production stops, the supply of consumer goods drops, driving rapid inflation. For a massive youth demographic, halted production lines translate to immediate, widespread job losses. Securing the ocean, therefore, extends far beyond the scope of the Defense Department. It is the literal foundation of a citizen's daily economic survival. Japan brings a distinct set of capabilities to this partnership. They have spent decades refining advanced robotics, precision engineering, and high-tech shipbuilding. India offers the exact complementary assets. It operates with a massive, youthful workforce, vast heavy manufacturing capacity, and a rapidly expanding domestic consumer market. Fusing Japanese technological precision with Indian industrial volume creates an economic engine neither nation has the resources to build independently. The text of the agreement explicitly outlines non-combat cooperation to facilitate this. It mandates deep technology transfers, joint research into future tech, and mutual assistance in disaster management. This bilateral synergy provides the exact components required to accelerate India's Make in India initiative, shifting the national output from basic assembly to complex, advanced manufacturing. In the 21st century, the scope of national security includes the protection of the entire industrial infrastructure required to sustain a modern society. The map of global power is now drawn with invisible resources. Semiconductors, critical minerals, artificial intelligence networks, and telecommunications infrastructure dictate a nation's stability. Relying on a single supplier for these critical components creates a severe vulnerability. A disruption at one choke point can paralyze entire global industries in a matter of weeks. The India-Japan Pact actively constructs redundant supply chains. By establishing new, secure technology corridors, both nations can bypass monopolies and keep their industries running. These secure trade corridors have a direct impact on Indian small and medium enterprises. A steady flow of materials and technology forces local workers to develop higher-level skills and opens their products to international export markets. In today's geopolitical landscape, securing an industrial supply chain serves the exact same function as fortifying a national border. Executing an international agreement of this magnitude takes years of friction. India faces steep internal requirements to make this work. The nation must mobilize massive capital investments and rapidly build the institutional capacity to absorb highly complex foreign technologies. Bureaucratic delays pose a constant threat. If domestic production fails to scale quickly, the country risks remaining dependent on foreign imports, despite the new partnerships. The signed pact is merely the starting line. Unlocking the projected economic benefits demands rigorous policy execution and an intensive push to upskill our youth. The India-Japan Naval Partnership fulfills a specific economic role. These ships function as the physical guardians of global supply chains and regional stability. When maritime routes are secured, trade flows without interruption. That predictable stability breeds long-term confidence among international investors. Consistent investment funds the expansion of domestic industries. As those industries grow, they generate high-quality jobs that directly elevate the standard of living for citizens. A country builds true geopolitical power by using its security apparatus to protect its economy, elevate its workforce, and actively construct a resilient future alongside trusted allies.